Hello everybody, welcome back to F1 Manager 24, and we are heading into the Brazilian Grand Prix, which we're going to simulate and then get to Vegas for a lights galore race. That's not what I was going to say. A night under the lights, which will be glorious, is what I was meant to say. But yes, we simulated Mexico off camera, and it was a fantastic race. 4th and 5th is what Ollie Bearman and Daniel Ricciardo picked up for us, so lots of good stuff in there. Very, very nice indeed. We're in a new ATR period, so we've got lots of research going on for next year's car as well. No need to, I don't think we've got any need to manufacture anything for the rest of this season. Only, 3 races to go after Sao Paulo, so 4 races to go. It should be pretty straightforward for us, to be honest. Everyone's very happy. The squad seems pretty settled. The squad, I'm such in Football Manager mode. The team seems pretty settled. We've still got £21 million left in our cost cap as well, so we are in a very, very good position, and that makes me very, very happy. In terms of drivers, I think I touched on this in the last episode, but we've got a few out there. Ignore the no names one. I need to delete the real sponsor mod and then re-verify the files and then put that mod back in. I've just been too lazy to do it at the moment. So obviously, we're not going for first-rate drivers. We're looking at drivers that have potential to move into the team later on. I mean, Andrea Kimi Antonelli would be the best one to bring in, but at the moment, we've set it up right. He's going to be in the seat for Mercedes next year, like in real life. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, we're looking at some young drivers, seeing who we could bring in. So Isaac Hajar, let's get a scout on him. He's someone I'm keen to. Pepe Marte, potentially, he's moving to Haas. So he's got a Haas deal agreed in there. Who else could we have? Jack Crawford. He's moving to McLaren, probably to be a different affiliate for them. Zach O'Sullivan's moving to Mercedes. We're getting Bortoletto. So, yeah, I think there's a couple of people here. Rafael Villagomez is 22 years old. Let's go for a bit younger. Olivia Goth. I quite like the idea of bringing females through, but I know a lot of people wouldn't do that. Sophia Florsch is joining Mercedes as well. Wilhelm Brandt we've got. Callum Versin, Nolan. Abby Pulling we looked at in the last episode. She's in Maya Waig. We've got coming to us as an affiliate next season as well. Lena Bulla is 27, so a little bit too old. Chloe Chambers would be a good one. She's joining Ferrari. That's annoying. Aurelia Nobles, 17 years old. Agreed to re-sign with Ferrari, but we'll give her a scout, the Brazilian, and see how she's doing as well. Anyway, we are going to simulate the Brazilian Grand Prix, so I'll be back with the results. We're going to go 12th and 17th. Go for the big money. We'll be back with all the results. So we've simulated the Grand Prix, and Daniel Ricciardo climbed 9 places to 6th. Ollie Bearman actually dropped down from 2 places to 7th. Daniel Ricciardo, we gave him a new ERS just in time for Vegas and took the penalty here. Worked out wonderfully well. 6th place, 8 points. Bearman, 7th place, 6 points. So really good session there. Max Verstappen has won the Drivers' Championship, and Red Bull have secured the Constructors' Championship as well. So Daniel Ricciardo stays in 7th, and in the Constructors, yeah, they have, I'm pretty sure that is now secure from Ferrari. We are pretty much secured in 4th with a few races to go. 3 races to go. It's still doable for Aston Martin, but I'm hoping that we can hold that 4th position. But lovely stuff there. Pit stops seem to be getting much, much quicker as well. We are now in 10th, 1 point off 9th. So a little bit more money if we can climb that up. But a big error in that one there. That's unlucky for Bearman. That's probably what cost him the two positions that he dropped. But a 2.4 and a 2.59. It looks like a good all-round weekend for the team, which is good. And Daniel Ricciardo has that new ERS in time for Vegas, which we're very, very excited for. So here we go. Next up is Vegas, the Vegas Grand Prix, under the lights of the strip. It will be absolutely incredible stuff. It will be really, really good in there. No other news. If there's anything massive to come back for, we'll let you know. But if not, we're back in time for the Vegas Grand Prix in 17 days. Well, our board have asked if we can take them to the Vegas Grand Prix. I'm going to say yes. We're performing very well at the moment. Why not have the board at the Grand Prix? And it could influence their confidence in our leadership, which I think is very good at the moment, to be honest. Broad confidence is very high, yet we're doing very, very well for them. So more than happy to have them attend the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Obviously, they picked that one as well. The extravagance of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Aurelia Nobles is there. She has 1 month left on her contract. Did she? Oh, yeah, she has technically agreed. If we go propose and then go start next season, 1.25, that's a bit too much to pay for an affiliate driver, in my opinion. But we also have the news of Isaac Hajar as well. 1 month left. His salary is 720. He hasn't got a new contract yet. So if we went affiliate, next season, 3 seasons. Wow, he doesn't. 1.7 million, Jesus. I mean, we are paying. I don't mind paying a fair whack for salaries and stuff, but that seems like quite a lot. Let's give you a bit of a signing bonus because that doesn't bother us at the moment. We've got plenty of money, 23 million in the bank, which is going to put us in good stead for next season. I mean, Isaac Hajar would be quite good. He would be quite good. 1.97, and then actually we can boost this multiplier up to make sure that we do get the money. 7 times multiplier, and let's go. We'll give him 14 days, 550. I don't mind that. I think it's going to be good to have plenty of options as affiliate drivers just in case. So we'll see that. And Isaac Hajar is a very good driver anyway, so that's pretty good. Right, hopefully we're back next for the Vegas Grand Prix. So Isaac Hajar is happy with that contract, which will be great. So it says driver, but I'm pretty sure it is an affiliate. I'm pretty sure he's not, because it's not telling us that it's going to cost. So yeah, Isaac Hajar will be joining as an affiliate next year. Lovely stuff. New driver signed to the team. Hopefully we can have him in the paddock area for the Vegas Grand Prix, which is coming up next. So we'll be back for qualifying as usual. We'll go and do practice. It says 9th, so we're not greatly suited to Vegas, but we'll do practice. Back for qualifying. All right then, back for qualifying. It was a good practice session, actually. We did very, very well indeed. Just get all the good components on the car, like we always do. I can't like the fact Daniel Ricciardo has looked after his components this well. I think all we've had to buy for Daniel Ricciardo is a new ERS, which is incredible to get to this point in the season and have him look after them like that so much. Really, really good. Oh yeah, we left the gearbox in for Behrman. 96% for Ricciardo, 97% for Ollie Behrman. Let's get into qualifying then. Q1 in Vegas under the lights on the strip. Very, very good indeed. Let's see if we can find a nice gap here, or we do the classic and go out with Max Verstappen. So we've got Daniel Ricciardo and Behrman out, both going for their second laps now. Ricciardo looks like he's going to have a pretty good run, as does Behrman, who should get a tow off George Russell here. As Daniel Ricciardo goes 4th and Ollie Behrman Behrman goes 4th, sorry. Ricciardo into 7th. So it should be enough to see us both through to Q2. So yeah, into Q2 we go. We're going to go straight on to the new tyres because we actually set faster times on used tyres. So I think if we go out on these pretty much straight away, and I'm confident we should be getting out of Q2 into Q3. Really, we set some good times there. Okay, we've definitely got time to find here in Q2. Behrman not having the greatest of laps. We're going to have to go out relatively soon, I think, with this bunch of people. This could be tight. This could be very, very tight. We're definitely have enough time to get a lap in. As Behrman he's just got caught by Hamilton in some traffic. Behrman goes to 8th. Ricciardo is out in 11th, 12th. Behrman's in 9th, so Behrman goes to Q3, and Daniel Ricciardo is out in 12th. That is a big shock. That is a big shock. George Russell, Daniel Ricciardo out. Wow, Daniel Ricciardo hit the traffic. It's really hard around Vegas to get the timing right. But wow, well, Ollie Behrman out-qualifies his teammate, I think, for the 2nd or 3rd time this season. It's not been a common affair, to be honest. But we're going to do a one and done with Behrman. I'm just going to try and time this right just to get minimal traffic out there. You can see everyone just leaves at such different times. It makes it really awkward. So I sort of feel like if we go out there, we should be in a good position. Hamilton will catch us, that's fine. He's going to catch everyone, hit loads of traffic. But then everyone else should come in, and all we do is catch basically Hamilton. Hopefully in a good position. That didn't look too bad. Behrman up to 6th. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ollie Behrman's put in a decent time. It's not too bad. We're not going to have time to do another lap with him, so Ollie Behrman can sit in the pits, and it all depends if other people go quicker. That's all that matters now, and it doesn't look like many people have. Sonoda has, Perez has, but it's only Sonoda that's pushed Behrman down, or he could be 10th here. No, he's going to be 9th, so it's going to be 9th and 11th, or 12th, I think. 9th and 12th. Not the best, but we can work with it. Here we go then. 50 laps of Las Vegas. What can we do now? I wish I could see what strategy Max Verstappen was going to be having. This is the default quickest, but I think we can go even faster on this. That's saying 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. 3 seconds quicker if we get on the softs. What if we... No, I think 3 seconds is going to be quite a big gain. We'll get on those softs early. Try and go for a little undercut on those softs. Can we extend the mediums here? That's 3. No, okay, so that is the quickest. Unless we go soft. Sit on the softs for a bit longer. Can we put medium stint in here? And then knock that down? No, okay, so it is definitely looking like it's hard. Medium, hard. Right, that was 1 second there. 23... 23, yeah, so 23 is the quickest. It's actually saying that is technically the quickest, so we'll go for that at the moment. That puts us on a 120.23 at the moment. Ollie Behrman's straight is a 120.34. He's so much worse on his tyres. I'm wondering if we try and keep Ollie out on a one-stopper. See if he can make a one-stopper work. Maybe mediums to hards on a one-stopper. Because I think you'll be able to push those hards a little bit more. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So that's 4 seconds quicker. That's also 4 seconds quicker. We're going to try it with Ollie Behrman. We're going to go for a one-stopper with Ollie Behrman. See what happens. Obviously, tight circuit, so the chances of a safety car are very prevalent. And we'll always, as usual, see what Red Bull do with Max Verstappen and potentially follow their lead. Because we do enjoy doing that in this series. So, yeah, Ollie Behrman out there on a one-stopper. Daniel Ricciardo's got a lot of tyres to play with on those mediums as well, so we can see what happens there. But it's time for the Las Vegas Grand Prix in the United States. I think it's the most expensive race for a visitor to go and see. It starts on a bend, which is one of the oddest things as well. But here we go, 5 red lights, we're racing in Vegas. It's a fantastic start from Daniel Ricciardo. Really, really good start from Ricciardo. He's actually got past his teammate already. Ollie Behrman's had a bit of a shocker there to start. But let's dive on board with Daniel Ricciardo. It is a much better view as he has overtaken Ollie Behrman. These two fighting right from the off. Daniel Ricciardo we're going to give high overtake aggression to as normal. You can just see Ollie Behrman's front wing coming through on the right hand side. But I think he has now dropped in behind. He's going to have... Is Ollie Behrman going to give up that right-hand side inside place? It looks like he might. What are we seeing from helicopter cam? It is literally the two Brawns fighting each other. But Daniel Ricciardo now does just tuck in and take that spot. So we've got plenty of hard runners in front of us who we pretty much need to pass early on. That would be useful. Norris on mediums. Sainz and Leclerc going soft. So... it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's get back into the interval just to make sure we're not dropping Ollie Behrman. No, we're not. We may have to tell Ollie Behrman to get aggressive on this because we need to make these moves happen early on against these hard tyre runners. We need to climb these spots and see how we get on, especially Ollie Behrman, who's going to be going for an undercut and a one-stop unless there's safety cars. We need to make this happen. As you can see, Alonso there having a little look at Yuki Tsunoda in front. Daniel Ricciardo pulls out to see if he can get something done. All the drivers, you can see all the lights, all the casinos, absolutely love it as we all come down the strip, full pelt. Of course, it's only going to get quicker when DRS activates as well, as Piastri has picked up some damage right off the bat. That's not good for him. Ollie Behrman is getting slowly left behind just through natural pace, I would suggest that is. As you can see, tyres slightly overheating already, just running them on push for one lap. is overheating them. So we do have to keep an eye on that as we're all being held up and concertinaed behind what looks like Oscar Piastri up there. Bearman back in DRS as well, which is useful. Ricciardo having a look. DRS open. But look at the DRS. Look at the speed of that Aston Martin with DRS. Bloody hell. I know we haven't focused on it that much, but that Aston Martin looked very, very quick there. There's a little change at the first. You can't do much more at the moment, Daniel, but you'll get him. You'll get him. You've got it in the corners. You've got the acceleration with those medium tyres. Oh, you could have gone up the inside there. I think you could have gone up the inside. Let's see. Let's see if we can get those tyres back into a little bit better temperature. Just see what they can do. Go on, you've got him. This is a good battle with Fernando Alonso. Two veterans of the sport here having a battle around Vegas. Daniel Ricciardo looking to just push it around the outside. I don't think he's going to have enough space to get this done. No, he's not. But now Fernando Alonso is holding us up as Yuki Tsunoda has dropped the Spaniard. And we should be able to get it done here with DRS as well, as Fernando Alonso shuts the door just a little bit. Daniel Ricciardo moves to the other side, and he's going to get that done even before the DRS is open. So that we should now have natural pace to catch us up. Is Ollie Bearman going to get through as well? He has got through. Ollie Bearman has got through as well. So let's get Ollie Bearman just here. You don't have to be aggressive, Ollie. You can just sit with your teammate and get pulled along. That is absolutely fine. Daniel Ricciardo, we're going to give him a little bit more of a push. 3 seconds he's got to make up now. So he's got a tough ask here to make this up on Yuki Tsunoda. But if there's one man that can do it in this series, it seems to be Daniel Ricciardo. He's been absolutely brilliant for us. So, yeah, as long as we can pull Ollie Bearman along with us. I don't even mind Ollie Bearman potentially getting a move done to allow some DRS switching. I do want to be like, don't be too aggressive. But, yeah, I don't mind Ollie Bearman getting this done here as long as there's no shenanigans too much. Right, we may just ask. We've got a yellow flag. Please don't be Ollie Bearman. It looks like George Russell has had an issue. He did. He locked up. Right, we're just going to tell low aggression. Don't fight teammate. We're just going to let Ollie Bearman sit behind at the moment. He's doing the one-stopper. Daniel Ricciardo is the faster strategy. So I think we can just sort of pull Ollie Bearman along here, which would be nice. And then hopefully we can get Daniel Ricciardo to deploy out of a few corners and pull us back up towards Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, okay, early on we've got an incident here. Perez has a puncher. He is tumbling down the order so quickly I can't even pick him up. Perez has a puncher, right rear puncher for Sergio Perez. He's going to try and nurse it back to the pits. He's got quite a long way to go. He should be able to make that happen, to be honest. But, yeah, Sergio Perez struggling in the Red Bull then, as Daniel Ricciardo has been passed by Lance Stroll. That was always going to happen because of the tyres, although Ollie Bearman's now going very slow, getting caught by Kevin Magnussen as well. So, come on, boys, put the effort in. I know. Oh, these might be the soft runners cutting their way through, actually. Soft. Yeah. It does look like that. So, as Ollie Bearman just sort of gave up the position there. That's irritating. We've got you on high and neutral. So, come on, Ollie. Keep trying, mate. Keep trying. Keep trying, Ollie. Right, we've got Daniel Ricciardo in 10th. He's getting down to Lance Stroll. Might even get the move done here. You can see it's the hard tyre runners are holding everybody up at the moment, which is a right pain in the arse. But yeah, Perez in for an early stop. He's gone to soft tyres. So that will be quite interesting for him coming out on those. Definitely going to do another stop, or another 2 stops potentially. Only after 5 laps. Sergio Perez picking up a puncture has ruined his race. So Daniel Ricciardo sitting in 8th, a couple of seconds behind Lance Stroll. Ollie Bearman is struggling a little bit here. He's getting overtaken by quite a few drivers. We've got a yellow flag. Is that Hamilton that just went off? No. I thought Hamilton may have gone off in front. But yellow flag in Sector 1. Few people coming into pit off the soft tyres as well. Yuki went off. He's crashed on turn 2. What was he doing there? Yeah, I thought it was a car in front of us that looked a bit weird. But Yuki Tsunoda came through on Ollie Bearman and then, nearly lost it. It did look weird on the screen. But, yeah, hopefully that can allow Ollie Bearman in. He's actually charged up his battery quite a lot. So we can get Ollie Bearman attacking Tsunoda, I think, quite a lot here. Is Daniel Ricciardo struggling to close that gap to the Aston Martins in front of Alonso and Stroll. But Alonso's 5 seconds off. So Danny Rick isn't out of that battle yet. And hopefully Ollie Bearman can get himself back in to this group in front with Tsunoda, Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. As Daniel Ricciardo, I think, has sort of passed Lewis Hamilton and left him a little bit. Tsunoda's picked up damage with that move as well. So, let's see. Come on, Danny Rick. We've asked you to push the tyres a bit more because you've got quite a bit of gap to what your predicted push would be on that medium run. So, let's go. Hamilton has DRS behind. He's probably going to overtake us here, as is Tsunoda. Well, Tsunoda may get boxed in, actually. I think Tsunoda's taken the wrong angle. But there, look at this. Look at this racing down the strip. That's Ollie Bearman that's just got past following Hamilton through. Slipstream and DRS behind next to his teammate. They're battling in front. Oh, my word. What drama here in Vegas. Unbelievable stuff. As Ollie Bearman just sits in front of his teammate there. He's lost all of his battery. Neither of them have battery, actually. But Sainz now pits in. So definitely in the window for these first few pit stops running off the softs. We're not far off Daniel Ricciardo's pit either. A couple of laps for him. And then he'll be pitting in. But a right old ding-dong battle for the Brawn drivers. Okay, so Max Verstappen is pitting from his medium tyres. He is coming in and going on to a set of hards, it looks like there. Charles Leclerc came in front of him. He's gone soft, so they're definitely on different strategies now. And, again, I think Ricciardo's on a similar strategy to Max Verstappen. We're just probably pushing our hard tyres a lot more than they will. And then we're going to be on the softs at the end, which is normally a good thing, right? To end on the soft tyres, end on the fastest tyre is normally pretty good. So let's see what we can do. Obviously, a red flag now, or a safety car now, would be greatly timed for us. That would be brilliant, to be honest. As Ollie Bearman's got a cracking view here of the battle between Ricciardo, Hamilton and Alonso out in front. And, well, Ricciardo's got through on Hamilton. And, yeah, have Norris and Piastri? No, they can't have pitted. No, but the hard runners are doing pretty well. Managing their tyre wear. So, this will be interesting. Again, it's going to be similar to Austin, where strategies were a bit all over the place. And it was hard to judge who was actually in certain positions. It will all make sense a bit more when everyone's pitted once, I think. So Daniel Ricciardo pulling into the pits. He's also being followed by Fernando Alonso, I think that is. As we keep Ollie Bearman out, he has now got Leclerc behind him, who's I think is in the net lead of the race, Charles Leclerc, to be honest. But yeah, Ollie Bearman's just got to do another 3 or so laps on those tyres, and he's done a really good job. I'm hoping that one stopper pays off for him. Daniel Ricciardo is in. On go the hard tyres, a 2.39. It's another really good stop from the team. Give them an applause as we're going to come out in a shit ton of traffic, it looks like. As Daniel Ricciardo out in 11th, tucks in behind Nico Hülkenberg. And we are pushing these hard to the maximum. So hopefully Daniel Ricciardo can make something happen. Let's have a pit stop wise. Yeah, so we're in 11th, but Tsunoda, Norris and Bearman still all have to pit. So maybe like a 8th technically. But yeah, we shall see. But Daniel Ricciardo should be able to cut through this traffic. And we actually jumped Fernando Alonso. So that did sort of work. But at the moment, we're all in a train behind Lewis Hamilton is what it looks like. So I'm wondering if we ask Daniel Ricciardo on these fresh tyres to try and push along, make a move. We are also causing a bit of a train with Ollie Bearman. But that's understandable. Everybody else is on much fresher tyres around us there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, this race. It's a good race, Vegas. I think it's quite exciting. I hope it keeps its excitement as it goes on. As Daniel Ricciardo, with the battery, looks to make that move on Nico Hülkenberg. He gets it done. He's got another Haas in front of him that he needs to pass, as well as Norris eventually comes into the pit. Hamilton is under pressure. Hamilton could lose a couple of spots here, but he hasn't. Just about holds on. So Ollie Bearman's done a really good job there. He's been fighting with Piastri, who's on much fresher tyres. But he is going to come in now onto this hard tyre to see if this one stop can work around Vegas. Daniel Ricciardo in 10th. Look at this battle, man. It's absolutely crazy, the battles we're having here in Vegas down this strip. Absolutely crazy. It's just bonkers with the amount of traffic that's happening. Daniel Ricciardo obviously pushing those tyres hard. Has to get past and make this count. So we're going to try and give him as much help as we can to get this through. But so many drivers defending and keeping it in. He's had a bad stop, 6.4 Ollie Bearman. That is a shocker. Unfortunately, we weren't watching it because of this battle with Daniel Ricciardo. But We need to get past K-Mag, and we need to catch up to Lance Stroll, as Daniel Ricciardo having a little look. Can't quite get that done. Come on, you stupid ass. Get a move on and get out the way. Get out the way. Come on. Ollie Behrman comes back out in 14th now. He's on these hards till the end, so we've just got to sort of let him do his race and see how it all works out. Hopefully jump some spaces during pit stops and things like that, as Daniel Ricciardo in 8th, but very much 6th, maybe 5th on the cards, potentially. As I'm going to assume K-Mag is going to defend this as we try and move up the inside. We then move to the right. That's K-Mag's one defensive move done, so we should be through. And that should allow Daniel Ricciardo to press on and try and catch up to Lance Stroll, which is definitely needed. Lance Stroll is on the hards as well. We have fresher hard tyres, so... But we're chewing up these hard tyres as much as we possibly can, to be honest. And yeah, we haven't got much battery to play with. Daniel Ricciardo's going to have to balance that in the lap, because I think right behind us is Fernando Alonso. There he is, actually being squeezed out, Fernando Alonso. But yeah, the softs seem to have quite a lot of pace, so I'm happy that we're going to be ending on the softs. We just need to make sure that we can get to that point in a good position from our next pit stops. You can see when you don't have battery what an impact it has, because Lance Stroll is driven off into the distance there, and that is very annoying. So Ollie Behrman has done a really good job of being overtaken. He got overtaken by Perez and has followed Perez through all this traffic, Iwasa, Albon, people like that. So Behrman's actually doing a really good job on these hard tyres. If he can just keep up with Sergio a little bit more, he will gain on the rest of the point scoring positions, because Sergio Perez is such a faster car in that Red Bull and is a more experienced, better driver. It's going to be tough, but yeah, if Behrman can just pull it out a little bit more. He has got Iwasa for company, but it looks like Sergio's just got enough about him in that Red Bull to pull away. But we're just over half race distance, and there's still some really good battles. A lot of it is DRS hopping, so there's not that many good overtakes to show you. But it's been an interesting race. It's been an interesting race. Obviously, Daniel Ricciardo not too far away from popping onto those soft tyres, which should give him quite a big pace advantages. That's Iwasa jumping up the inside of Ollie Behrman there. Obviously, that is the lack of DRS that can happen, and Ollie Behrman's going to take that position straight back without DRS. So, there you go. So, we're watching Danny Rick here. He's just about to come in for his final stop. You can see he's entering the pits now. He was in behind Lewis Hamilton. He's going to get onto that soft tyre and hopefully manage that all the way home as Leclerc pits in as well. And yeah, it's just whether the soft tyre can last for the 16 laps that Daniel Ricciardo needs it to. Ollie Behrman's still doing really well on that hard tyre as well. Out in 12th. A lot of the people in front of him are going to pit again. Yes, they'll be quicker at the end, but it could work well for Ollie Behrman, to be honest. 2.47 stop as well, as we're going to come out in this battle with... Is that Perez? Yeah, Perez. We're going to slop in just behind Perez in front of Yuki Tsunoda. Getting out in front of Tsunoda is absolutely crucial. That was really good from the team. And yeah, on these soft tyres, we're just going to do a lap of top-up, because we just need to make sure that we get enough battery power to help us later on in the race. So Ollie Behrman's just been doing the same while he's been hopping a little bit with Iwasa and switching around. But he's in a position now where he's managing it very well indeed. So if we have a quick look at the tyres then, Daniel Ricciardo is now out till the end. Norris is going till the end. Leclerc is going till the end. So we're the only ones ending on the softs, it looks like. Behrman we know is going to the end. I assume Magnussen and Hulkenberg are. Albon, Zhou and Sargent. Yeah, but a lot. It's going to be interesting as Verstappen is now pitting. Coming off his hard tyres. Is he going on to the softs? Have we fluked our way into doing the Max Verstappen strategy? He is putting on the soft tyre. Yes, we have. We did guess it right. And he's had a bad stop. He's been held for ages. Oh, he's been held for a long, long time, as we come back and see that Daniel Ricciardo has overtaken Sergio Perez and Fernando Alonso. Yeah, these soft tyres doing a really good job for Daniel. So hopefully he can just manage that nicely now and hold on. It's going to be tough with the DRS zones here, but 8th is... I would take either driver in the top 10 is something I'd definitely take, because our straight line speed isn't the best. It's our cornering, which is pretty good, and this isn't a track really suited for our car that much. We haven't focused much on DRS or drag reduction for straight line speed. That's all coming, hopefully, in the research we've been doing for next year's car. So, let's wait and see. I'm going to assume that we will get overtaken here in the DRS. Fernando Alonso pulls out to the side. We'll probably get this move done as Ollie Behrman re-overtakes Iwasa. And yes, Fernando Alonso does get that through, although Daniel Ricciardo will have the inside for the next corner. So the battling definitely isn't done between these two experienced drivers. Daniel Ricciardo trying to hold on. Fernando Alonso there, both battling for the track position. Both giving each other enough space as well. And Daniel Ricciardo is through. I don't want to deploy just yet, though. That's the problem. Because you just deploy and pull them along, and then this DRS zone allows them just to overtake you again. So yeah, not too bad. But at the moment, it's a pretty good battle between Ricciardo and Alonso happening. Sainz pits in as well. I assume he is going to go from hard to soft as well. As for a minute there, we had our DRS wing open, which I'd say was a bit of a mistake from the game, because Alonso's going to get us here for sure. We've got some good battles happening here now, because at the end of the race, Daniel Ricciardo's trying to keep pace with Alonso, who has caught up to Lando Norris. And Ollie Behrman is in a battle for 10th with Kevin Magnussen, of all people. K-Mag has just disappeared up the road a little bit, but Ollie Behrman's definitely not out of this battle. We're just trying to manage his battery a little bit more to allow him to fight at the end. But it all depends on, I think Tsunoda on those softs will catch him. The one-stopper has been tough, but Ollie Behrman's put in a good job. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo, look at this. These two battling ahead is really giving Daniel a chance to get involved. So I think if we can potentially get... Oh, no, actually, we're better off sitting in top up for a little bit and letting those two battle. We don't need to watch the temperature. Both drivers are doing good temperature control on their tyres as well. And we're in a good position here. Yeah, if Daniel just wants to top up his battery, let them go for it a little bit. And then we can... We're in a position where, yeah, in this DRS zone, we can potentially catch both of them. Look at this. Look at the pace that when they're battling. As Fernando gets through, Lando goes defensive and tries to get the slipstream off Alonso. And we're just going to bundle up the inside. Still all the time on like refueling, not quite harvesting. What's it called? Top up, that's it. So we're not deploying as much as we might need. I'm sort of like, don't get the move done here. Like, stay behind Fernando here, and then when we get past... No, don't do it here, don't do it here. Use your common sense, don't do it here. You want to get the DRS. I mean, you might actually have the DRS there, Daniel. You may have timed that perfectly, I'm not sure. I think you're just in front. But we shall see as... I'm going to say Fernando must have got that DRS there. Yes, he did. Daniel, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Just stay in top up then and have a little battle with Fernando. But the fact that we've reeled in Lando Norris shows that the strategy we're using isn't too bad, to be honest. Piastri's a little bit too far up the road, I think. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Ollie Behrman, I think his tyres are just giving up a little bit now. Ollie Behrman. But he's done a really good race on that one stop. He has done well. So Daniel Ricciardo starting his final lap. Right on the tail of Fernando Alonso. We have some fuel to push with as well, as does Ollie Behrman. We just need to make sure we keep an eye on it. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo versus Fernando Alonso, with Norris in this battle as well, a little bit further behind. But Daniel Ricciardo trying to get up the inside. Right, we need to go. If you're making that move there, Daniel, we need to go. Ollie Behrman can put everything on as well. I think let's just get Ollie Behrman deploying absolutely everything that he can. It's going to come down to the final DRS, I think, which we do need to save some battery for. So let's top up. Well, harvest, defend. We're not going to catch the person in front. So let's really make this car as wide as possible so that Fernando Alonso can't get past as we're charging up. Because this is where we need it. This is where we need it. Don't worry about battle assist. Just go. Just go, Daniel, because this DRS zone is going to be a killer. You could lose 2 spots. You might be able to keep them both on. We've used up all of our battery. It's this DRS zone that Daniel Ricciardo needs to stay in front of. Charles Leclerc wins the race. You can see Norris and Alonso having a look, trying to get the move done. Lando Norris gets through. We do defend against Fernando Alonso. Ricciardo, is he going to have the inside? He is going to have the inside. But the thing is, we've used up all of our battery, which could be the killer. Daniel Ricciardo trying to defend. It's a race to the line with Fernando Alonso and Lando Norris. Daniel Ricciardo round the last corner takes home 5th. Great stuff from Daniel Ricciardo. Ollie Behrman is in a bit of a drag race with Nico Hulkenberg for 13th. Can he make that work? Into the last corner again. Used up all of his battery. a little bit too early, and it looks like it's going to be 14th for Ollie Behrman. It's a good drive on the one stopper. It's a good drive on the stopper. A great drive from Daniel Ricciardo, bringing home 5th. It's good points for Daniel Ricciardo again, and it's lots of money coming into the team, which is great. So Charles Leclerc wins it, Max Verstappen in 2nd, Carlos Sainz 3rd, Oscar Piastri up 2, Daniel Ricciardo up 7 to 5th. Amazing drive from him. Fernando Alonso up 2 to 6th, Lando Norris dropped 2 to 7th, Sergio Perez dropped 4 to 8th, but actually got that puncture early on, so a really good drive from him. And Ollie Behrman dropped 5 positions, so a bit of a shame for him. Maybe the one stopper wasn't the one to do there. But again, we sit in 4th, extend our lead by 2 more points over Aston Martin. It's all down to Daniel Ricciardo, who's having a fantastic season. Look at this. It's Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, Brawn. He's doing such a good job. I'm glad we've got him for another season. We do have another couple of points in the pit stop race as well, which puts us up to 9th, which is good, but we are a long way off Williams, so a good stop there. Unfortunately for Ollie Behrman, a slow stop for him again, but lots of money coming in, and that is crucial for next season as well, keeping that money so that when we buy our engine for next year and pick our manufacturer and things like that, we've got a good amount in the bank to start developing parts for next season, which is absolutely crucial. 3.86 million comes in as well from the sponsorship, which is absolutely lovely. And that is the end of this episode. The next episode is the final episode in the season because there's only 2 races left. Next season, I don't know. How do you guys feel about the simming of races? Is it something you're happy with? Do you want to keep simming some races next year? As I said in the last video, let me know which races you would prefer not to see on the calendar, or how many would you want to see, what sprint races, how many sprint races, which tracks are good for sprint races, which aren't. Let me know down below, because we'll be customizing next season very early on at the season point and putting the races in that we want and the ones that we don't want, and that'll be really good. So in the next episode we'll be doing Qatar and Abu Dhabi. It will be a sim of Qatar and then the Abu Dhabi final race of the season live, and then we'll get to the end of the season as well, and then in the first episode of season 2 will be like pre-season and all of that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. Cheers.